Okay, yeah, so hello and to my guide of Demon's Crest 100%. I just want to point this out, so yeah, RTA timing of this starts when you press start, like right now. SDA timing would start when you first can move, that's a difference of 28 seconds. Alright, so this first boss takes 6 hits, and that's pretty much the major difference of Japanese and English version, because in Japanese version for some reason he only takes 3 hits. I don't know why, but it's that way, and it's about 6 seconds faster that way. Yeah, other than that there's only a minor text difference. So you wanna hit this guy when his head is like in the middle. Each time you can do that, saves about a second. That's what you really don't want to do. Oh well, yeah, I only got it twice this time. But each time you can get that, it saves about half a second. It's only minor, but I just point this out right now. Yeah, like Japanese version saves about 10 seconds. I haven't timed that, but it's probably about 10 seconds faster. Mainly because of this first form of this fight. But yeah, I'm playing on the English version, just because I own that. If you're playing on emulator, you might as well play Japanese. So you want to break this first vase, just so you have money for a minigame later. There's always 20 bucks in there. Also, you always want to try to shoot when you're not standing, like when you're standing or walking, and shoot. You will always like stay in place. So you always want like shoot when you're like falling or jumping up. When you're flying, you always stop as well. Hey Walrus, hey Meats, hey Farah, what's up? So you always want to like shoot something by jumping or falling down. Also you want to do this back attack while jumping. Okay, this guy takes 16 hits, but there's something weird to him. Well, first of all, there's a lot of RNG in this one. And like when you do this, your 15th hit on him, you should really mash on this guy, because for some reason you can finish him off then. Like, even if his invincibility time is not over. And I'm not shooting him because I want to show something. Like you wanna, when he's about to do an attack, you wanna stay on the bottom, because he always like, if he wants to do the dash, he always wants to go on your level. And that's why you wanna stand then, and that way he comes down to you. Okay, so I meshed those 2 final hits to like insta kill him, insta hit the last hit, I guess. Yeah, that's just something you want to note on this guy. Also, it does only work on this boss, but this boss is like 3 times in this game, because Capcom is lazy. And yeah, you can do it on each time you fight him. I think you also can fly over that guy. I saw a Walrus do that, but oh well. It actually is faster to get this bottle later in the game, but you actually will need it. Or it depends. It depends on what you want to buy. But I'm going over that later. I'm gonna take like an easy route here. There's actually a faster route, but it's really only a minor difference. It saves about 10 seconds. It's a lot harder, like the route I use now. Haven't finished a run with that now so far, but oh well. If you want to heal up yourself, you can break this block, by the way. So yeah, it's only a minor difference in the route overall. Okay, like there's something JTO found out about this guy. Like for the first 3 hits you want to stay in place here, and well just assume this one was the third hit, and he always does something nice for some reason. It's, well, most likely he does that. Like there's two strats you want to use. Like you want to be far away from him, and you want to, if he's like something near a corner, not like right against into a corner, and he's far up in the air, you want to like go into a corner, and if he's dash attacks, like I can pretty much show it. Oh, really awful right now. But if he's like in the air, right, just assume he's like right here. Yeah, like that. That worked out. And if he wants to do a dash now, yeah, this guy is RNG based. Then he would get stuck in the corner basically. That's what you kind of can abuse. Oh well. Also, killing him near the ground saves quite some time in his animation. But well, you can't really force that. It happens or it doesn't happen. Just call yourself lucky if he does that. But that guy is pretty RNG based. Okay, if you wanna go save strats and wanna buy Ginseng potions, which give you full HP for the final boss, you might as well break this block right now. Also, you want to go to the ground cargo because there's always 20 money in there. You can't really predict his actions now. He's RNG. You kinda can force him to do stuff like getting stuck in a corner or something, but you can't. If he wants to shoot lasers at you, then he just does that. And for the first 3 hits you wanna stay in the same place, but it's not always the same. Okay, this part is pretty hard for beginners, I suppose, but yeah, it's just practice, this one. You can also like do Donkey Kong air jumps in this game with the ground gargoyle. Yeah, but I think for newcomers this part is pretty hard. Can't really give you any advice on this other than practice though. You might as well kill those bats from the other side. You don't need to certainly dash under them. Well, you can force him to get stuck in a corner. You can't force him to do anything though. Also, it's faster to get into the slime, but only by 3 seconds, so if you want to be safe, you don't need to do that. Also, you don't want to mash jump in this slime, because I will show that off later, but that will only suck you down. Okay, each of those need 3 hits. If you do a ground attack like this, like while standing, that actually does 2 damage. So if you can do that, you might as well. Makes this fight go by faster. Also, it's RNG if he gives you how many eyeballs he throws out to you. The max he can give you is 4. It's actually harder then, but it's a lot faster. J version is faster, yes. Haven't timed it yet, but approximately by 3 seconds. So for this eyeball, there's actually a really easy strat if you are not on like 1 HP. You want to hit him twice in the air and then just do ground attacks. Yeah, like that. It's actually really easy. So yeah, I'm gonna show that up. If you mash jump right here, you get sucked down. Okay, just want to pull that in. And if you get like down a little bit here, you get that item as soon as it appears. Yeah, okay. Now we can do forest. That's actually pretty new that I do this. You want to jump right here to reduce a lot of like. If you also want to go for money again, you can break this block. Also this one. You can get quite some money in this. So you need to damage boost to get this urn here. By the way, yes, these are called urn. You can just kill each bed here, or you can go below this one, but if you want to go like easy, just kill everyone. Not like I did. Because you are really like low on HP at this point, you want to make sure to be like this part right here is pretty hard. But there's a safe strat I can show you. If you want to go fast, definitely use ground here. I turn around before I get hit. Okay, so the safe strat here is you will need the buster anyway soon. So you can change early to that. Otherwise you're just gonna keep the ground Gaga till I actually shoot something with this. Yeah, you can kill these guys, that's why it's really safe. And otherwise you only like change to buster right here to get in here. And you also need to be low on HP right here. You want to be on 1 or 2 HP. If you're on 3, you might as well jump into this run right here and get like damage boosted a bit. Because this boss does 2 HP of damage if you hit him. If like you touch him directly and you need to die here. There's no other way to get the HP upgrade in this stage, other than revisit this whole stage, which takes forever. Actually there is another way, but it's also slower. You can use 2 mercenary potions, but already getting them is a lot slower. So just die there. Okay, straight for this first phase of this boss, just get in range and then just mash. You will always hit him first frame. That's pretty much the worst attack he can do. And I like got really bad RNG. You don't want to have those homing birds. Oh well. Okay, there's something interesting to his second phase. Like, you can't actually damage him until... I'm gonna stop again. You can't hit him right now until he does his first attack, like right now. And he has 20 HP. And if you die in him while... If you're like standing in him while you defeat him, you can get the item early and save about 6 seconds. I'm probably not gonna do it now, just to show off like how to deal with him. But you want to count attacks. Like again, ground attacks, like while standing, do 2 damage, and when you like jump and shoot, it does only 1 damage. So you want to count that. And he has 3 attacks, which are random as well. If he does this attack, you want to ground attack once and then shoot him once to deal 3 damage. If he does this attack, you want to only shoot him once. Again this. Also you want to always wait for him to do something. If you like shoot him before that, you're not really prepared for what he's gonna do. Also if you're in the air and he's doing that like the dive attack, he's always going on your level again, just like Hippogriff. So you don't want to jump there. So just wait for him to do something and then attack. This attack again, only 1 damage. If he does the wave, that's the best you can do. You can get a ground attack, and actually you can get 2 ground attacks on that one. Like that. I can't. That's the best showing off, but you can. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this guy. I didn't count the hits, so I'm not gonna like make him die in me. Like I would stand right in him right now if I want to be fast, and I could get the item right now, but now I can't move until this death animation is over. It's a minor thing. If you're good, you might as well do it to save 6 seconds. I just want to point this out now though. Okay, the minigame. The death of like every newcomer to this game. This game is actually really hard until you get used to it. So yeah, you gotta break 25 of the skulls, and the timing for this is actually really hard. So yeah, you really have to practice this. Otherwise there's no way you're gonna get this first try. It's definitely a lot harder than it looks. Oh, damn it. Okay, now we're going to the towers. There's an urn right here. I'm always gonna get it later. It doesn't matter though, you can get it now if you want. I think it like saves 3 frames in menus or something. If you get it later, it doesn't matter though. Yeah, this room is pretty weird. You get boosted from the wind. It's kinda hard. It's really fun though, I think. You need to know what you're doing, and I'm showing off really bad. I'm just gonna do this again. Because that was awful. You need to turn around right here, otherwise you're gonna get hit by this guy. If you need health, like I do right now, you can get that. Okay, this is Hippo again. Pretty much same strats, except that you use ground gargoyle. Just to again, this does 2 damage, this does 1. You can get 2 ground shots in the very beginning, I did not. You want to stay on the ground as fast as possible, just so he will go down to you. It's even more important here, just because you want to do those ground attacks. Like that. Okay, so you want to go equip the tornado now. You can actually save quite some time with the tornado, but it's not that easy, I would say. I'm just gonna get this now. Because there are some weird, nice spreads involving the tornado, like right here. Actually didn't get it. Oh well. I just want to check, is there... Oh no, okay. Never mind. So now you will get the crown. I actually don't use it, but if you want to buy ginseng later, you might equip this crown on the next menu you're in. These timings are actually really hard, but you can save a bit of time with that. You don't need to do that, those tornado jumps. It's pretty weird in this room because you get, like, there's an updraft of the wind in here. Oh, I actually don't know. I have a list where all the HP of the bosses are. I think he has a bit more, I don't know. Actually for that pass you want to use ground. And you might as well equip the crown while you're in that menu. The crown actually gives you like twice as much money drops. So if you want to buy 1 or 2 ginsengs later, you might as well do it. So again, ground does 2, air attacks does 1 damage. And this guy is even more RNG based. Same strats pretty much. Try to stay into the corner here, because he might do the dash and then he will get stuck in here. Yeah, like that. Oh god. Hopefully I don't die here. This boss is actually kinda hard. And that's why Forest early is a really good decision. Makes this boss quite easier. I'm kind of failing here though. Oh well. Get distracting my own speaking, I guess. Oh well. I'm just doing this so no one feels bad about learning this game. Oh well. You want to be far away from him, but you don't want to have him off screen, by the way. Because then he will always like flow really slow to you. That would be nice if he actually does that. I don't know though. Okay, well, I didn't get hit at least. If he does right that, like, I just tried. That was not a bright decision. I don't think you want to stand right below him. Like, there was no way at all you can dodge that. I'll stick with my strat for now. If someone finds anything, sure, would be great. Come on, like, that fight. Oh well, come on. I'm not want to die again, like that would really suck. Well, I finally got him. Only took forever, oh well. Well, this is one of the few bosses you actually can die at. Like, you don't need to be ashamed of dying at. That's this one, Flyer 2, which is pretty much up next. And... oh, actually... let's go back here. Because I forgot something. Yeah, Flyer 2, which is in the next stage. Yeah, I'm just showing off how to not do it. No, I'm actually just really bad at talking and playing at the same time. But I'll try my best here. Yeah. You actually could use the air gargoyle here, but it's actually slower because it wastes 2 menus and you can't really save much time with that. So now I'm gonna get this urn. Yeah, this is pretty much all the same. Again, you can get HP right here. Also, you want to change to air gargoyle before this and start mashing right now. And there's like one frame where you can actually shoot. That's why I always mash at this. It only works on both flyer bosses, not on anyone else. But you want to mash on those to get an early hit on them. So you can actually hit him once before the fight actually starts. Otherwise this fight is pretty easy, because like you do so much damage with the air gargoyle. And there's another one, like the next flyer boss. That one is actually pretty hard. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next stage right now. So this is where you can do another route. I would like go straight to the right here and defeat Grion. That is pretty hard, but it saves about 10 seconds. I'm just gonna take the safe route now to show that off. That's the only difference in my route though, actually. Actually, you can kill those things with only one shot if you want to. I normally don't do that because, yeah, like I told you, you like stick in place while shooting. Yeah, the wolf is not hard if you have the legendary Gaga though. That's why I'm gonna do this one. That's why this... Once you defeat Armor 3, which is in the end of this level, you pretty much unlock easy mode. Pretty much can't die after that. Except for the final boss. So yeah, that's because of the crown. That's why I actually get a lot of money drops. So if you want to buy Ginseng's for the last boss, you should totally equip that. Okay, this is Flyer 2 right here. I also mash while this transition is going. Like right now, maybe I get it. No, I only get it like 20% of the time, because it's really only one frame. But I just always go for that. So this boss is a bit hard, I suppose. If he does this pattern, that's actually really easy though. Like if he just goes in cycles, actually really easy. But he can do like his boomerang attack, and sometimes that can be quite hard to dodge. Okay, the next room is also like, can't really explain too much, it's practice. You have to get a feeling of this room. Because like it's all dark. You should just practice this. You can light up this room, of course, but that wastes time. Oh, I should equip the armor. Like in that menu, I should equip this. If you get hit by a bat, you just want to mash like directional inputs. That way the bat is gonna let you go. Okay, there's another early hit you can do on this boss, and this one is actually pretty easy. Because normally the shots get eaten by the screen transition, but not on this one. So you can get really easy first hit on this one. So on the Rion early route you would fight this guy with the Demon Fang, and that actually saves a lot of time. Because now this boss takes quite a while. Whoop. You don't want to get hit by that attack, by the way, just because it does like a huge amount of damage. But normally this guy is, overall, all of these attacks are really easy to dodge. And as long as you equip the armor, you should not get close to dying. Okay, now we're gonna go to Grion. You can actually use ground for this first part of the stage, but it only saves like half a second. I normally just do it because it looks cool. But you can just go like all air gargoyle on this one. No, actually I just unlock easy mode pretty much. If you defeat the Grion like the wolf before the armor fight is much faster. That's about it. The Grion fight is pretty hard though. Well, the Grion fight is hard if you don't have this one. Like on this road, Grion fight is pretty easy. I don't think I've ever died on this one. I might did. So you don't want to be close to him if he's like green, if you like hit him, because that way he will not stop being green, and you can't pretty much hit him if he's green. So you want to always go like a step ahead. Or you can be over him actually. That will pretty much force him to jump. That's actually the best strat. That's what I use for beating Grion early. And yeah, he dies in a few hits. It's pretty easy. Okay, up next is City again. So now we gonna do all of our selling, like all of our potions buying. And yeah, I actually know. So there's two possible things you can do here. Depends on what you want to do in this run, how good are you. So you definitely want to buy 2 sulfur potions. Those warp you out of the screen, out of the stage completely. You definitely want to buy 2 of them. And then it's pretty much up to you if you want to go safe strats and buy 1 or 2 ginseng potions, which I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna buy 1 of them. But you also can buy 2 mercenary potions to do a glitch. Those glitches are really hard though. I'm not even gonna try to do this in this tutorial, but you can save, like, with only 1 glitch you can save about 16 seconds. It's pretty risky though. I'm not gonna do it in this tutorial. I normally do it in runs. But if you want to go like, this is one of your first runs, you definitely want to buy ginseng potions because the final boss is actually pretty hard. So it's up to you if you want to buy 1 or 2 ginseng potions. Okay, there are 2 water items in the stage. I'm gonna get 1 now and 1 in the next revisit, because it's actually pretty hard to collect both of them without dying. That's why I only get 1, and on the next visit I'm gonna get another one. You want to use Legendary Gaga on this one as well, pretty much on every boss from now on, just because it does the most damage. And he has the armor, and well, he's pretty overpowered in general. So what the Mercenary Cancel glitch would be, you want to wait for this item to pop up, and as soon as you touch this item, you want to use the Mercenary Potions, which warps you one screen back, and that way you will have the item, and you don't need to re-enter the stage. But even if you do it or if you not do it, it still will be the same route. And this one saves about 16 seconds. It's really not that big of a deal if you start running this. So I'm gonna get then the other water item right now. This is so laggy. It's really hard to tell when you get hit off the water. What do you want to try out, Walrus? Do you mean the Mercury Cancel? If you do the Mercury Cancels too early though, it's pretty much run over, because you need to refight the boss. If you do it too late, it's not too bad, because you just don't get it. And it's a 2-frame trick. And once you get this item, you can sulfur out of this, just because it's faster. And gonna do another revisit for stage 1. Like, if this revisit could be skipped somehow, that would be really awesome. Well, Beetle is actually really good at this. Like, he doesn't have a really great time, but he actually is really good at those Mercury Cancels. I think in the first run where he actually tried that, he already got both of them. If you can somehow zip into this one or like get this item, you only do this whole revisit just because of this item, which is in the very end of the stage. But oh well. And now we're up to this stage. Actually, if you get damage boost in the right direction and the game doesn't lag, it actually saves 1 frame. By the way, you don't need any money from now on, so even if you're buying incense, you should not matter. Try to collect money or something. Okay, this boss is the worst part about this game, because it's totally RNG based. I didn't found any way to manipulate the RNG on this one. I think it takes 8 hit or something with the legendary Gaga. Let's count. 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. This guy is so RNG based. You also can do another Mercury cancel on this one, The timing on this is different though. Like it's actually really hard just because those both timings of the cancels are different. And yeah, it saves even like 18 seconds on this one, I think. But well, if you mess up the Mercury cancel on this one, if you have to refight Crawler, then GG. So yeah, the Crawler pretty much can... He can die in 30 seconds or 2 minutes. Just... You can do whatever you want. This water section is probably one of the hardest to get through without taking too much damage. Because there's like so much stuff going on. And all these spikes are everywhere. You want to kill most of these guys, if not all of them. Not only because they're like hurting you, but this game lags so much if they are on screen. Too many of those on screen. And if they hit you, it lags even more. And there's most of the time there's no way to not get hit if you don't kill them. So just kill all of them. Okay, for this boss, you don't want to change before this boss because you actually would get hit by the water if you changed away from this Gaga. So you want to change after this. And then you want to just, like, you just should not care for hits on you. You should just go and inside of him. You can actually hit his head or his tail, doesn't matter. I'm pretty much failing right now though. Yeah. If you get... If he has you one time, then you cannot have a good fight. It's stupid. Like, normally, or if it goes right, then you would just stay here, down here all the time. And you would not like fly into the air like that. That actually sucks. You can actually also grab this item early if you stay in the middle of him, but it's pretty hard on this one because he pushes you around everywhere. Sometimes you can go for that. Doesn't really save too much. It saves like 1.5 seconds on this one, plus the way that you need to go to get the item. So it's not really too worth it. Okay, only one more stage for the final stage. You want to kill that bat, by the way, just that one that I just killed. Otherwise the game is just gonna lag. If you somehow still wanted to farm some money, you might as well do it here, because in every of those pots there's 20 money. So if you somehow still needed some money, just do it here. You want to kill the head before you finish off the body. Just, you can do like fly all over the place, the head. Also the head takes 2 damage and 2 hits, and the body takes 4. Okay, so now we're up to the final stage. I actually want to check if I have everything. Or, okay, yeah, I have everything, alright. Maybe I got distracted by my talking, I don't know. Okay, same hippogriff again. Pretty much the same fight again. You should not care for that HP, because you're about to get even like an upgrade for HP, which also heals you up. You can dodge them if you do it right like that. And this is the only time we're gonna use the claw in this one. Because this is one of the another wind boost room. That's why you wanna not use the air goggle, because, well, he doesn't get influenced by the wind. You can dodge a few of these. If you only get hit once, that's actually really, really good. Like I just did. But you should not care for that too much. If you, by the way, if you don't manage to stay up here, you still have the claw. That's the best backup stretch you can do. So also make sure to equip the Fang. That one doubles your HP, doubles your damage. That way this Grion is a joke and only takes 4 hits. You want to try to get him to the very right to the screen, because you want to get the HP from this guy. Because this is the last time you get HP in this game. On the next phase, the demon fire is actually stronger than the legendary Gaga. It does 6 damage instead of 5, but it will kill Phalanx 2 shots earlier this way, but doesn't really pay off because you need to go into the menu twice for that, and you actually take more damage, and you really don't want to take more damage. And even if you're that good and you, oh, I don't need that HP for the final boss, you much rather play it risky on the final boss and lose your HP there than just like lose it on this fight. So you just use the legendary Gaga here. Just try to not fall down. And that's okay. And we're pretty much up to the final boss now. So, in order to that he shoots his mouth laser or whatever you want to call it, you need to be on the level of his face. Otherwise, he's always gonna shoot his arm laser. And if someone would find a really good strat for this, like the Taz, something like close to that one that Taz has, that would be so amazing, because he like wrecks this boss in a few seconds. It'd be cool if I can get a nice fight here, but oh well. He only wow. Well, not right now, Walrus. So you only always want to be over his head or like on the level of his head. That way he will directly shoot another laser. Bam. Oh, you also can do that if you're really whiskey. That's why I said, like, if you have spare HP, you can do that, like taking damage and going inside of him. But you should always only do it if you're really safe. I only pretty much do it for the final hit sometimes. It's also not that easy to execute, but because actually hitting that guy directly, he does like so much damage, you don't want to touch him. Yeah, and that's Demon's Crest. You don't fight the Dark Demon in a 100% run.